Congress and the media bending over backwards for a lying, racist, pedophile rapist. Why? What are we doing letting a bunch of clowns and grifters defy our Constitution? What the fuck is happening in those camps? I've spent my whole 44 years of life trying to figure out what the hell is really going on here, and it's incredible to me that in 2025, we're still having to endure holy wars. It's incredible to me that so many people are failing to realize that our neighbors are not our enemies. People who have different skin tones and different lifestyles are not our enemies. Our enemies have always been fear and greed. Our own fears, and the fears of people who would terrorize others to serve their own greed. If we're living in fear, we're not free. And many of us today are living in fear. Not just fear of the masked Gestapo bro patrol that's snatching innocent people off our streets, but fear of everything that this regime is bringing with them. Unspeakable acts of violence and cruelty, more mass incarceration, hunger, homelessness, disease. They're ignoring science, exacerbating climate change, and wasting resources and technology, all just to maintain the stagnant economic system designed for the benefit of the 1%. The United States was founded by people determined to break from the rule of kings and churches. They were absolutely not the best people, but they knew it. And they left the door open for change so that we could continue the work of evolution. So what the hell are we doing now? Trump wants a country where the citizens stand at attention for him, where he can just make up laws willy-nilly, but no laws ever apply to him. If the laws don't apply to everyone, then the laws don't apply. If Trump and his MAGAs don't agree with the founding principles of the United States, and they don't agree with our Constitution, then they should fuck up and go find a country whose system they do agree with. They don't get to just destroy our democracy, install a dictator, break our institutions, unleash a terrorist army to kidnap people and lock them up without due process. All of that is treason. We need a real leader. Trump is not a leader. He's a pathetic con man whose greatest talents are projection and gaslighting. He alone can't fix a single damn thing, and he isn't trying to. He takes a broad issue like crime, and instead of analyzing the problem to find solutions, he just uses the word crime as a trigger to blame and punish the people who he deems unworthy of life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. What the fuck is going on in those camps? When Trump meets with a real leader like President Zelensky, whose country has just been unjustly, brutally attacked, he belittles him and calls it good TV. Donald, I think good TV would be a reality show of you begging our forgiveness for your crimes, taxing the hell out of the ultra-rich, while telling your fascist dictator friends to piss off, and then seeing you walk around the poorest parts of our country, asking everyday people how they think we could be great. It does feel like we're living in the TV sometimes, though, doesn't it? Where ICE is the purge, and maybe Alligator Alcatraz is our transition into the Hunger Games. And Project 2025 is, of course, The Handmaid's Tale. Billionaire theocrats who wrote Project 2025 and who purchased Donald Trump so that he could implement it into law for them, they have an agenda to take us backwards in time so they can live out, so we can all live out their hate and their fear. They're already banning our books and canceling late night comedy. Imagine what's next. Imagine only having access to censored music, censored movies, censored books and art. And then what? Are we going to go back to skirts and long hair only for women? Pants and short hair only for men? How far are they going to take it? I don't see anyone giving up their yacht or their private jet for a horse and buggy. So what are we even really talking about? The United States is a secular nation, where being Christian is a personal option. But no religion dictates our laws here, because freedom of religion must also mean freedom from religion. How is it that back in 2015 I could say, yeah, things aren't great, But in 5 or 10 years, I can imagine myself here or there doing this or that. But now, in 2025, between the division that Trump has stoked amongst the people and the speed at which he's tearing up our Constitution, I can hardly make a plan for the next 5 minutes, let alone the next 5 months or years. But I'll tell you this much. Me personally, am a non-binary pansexual atheist. I'm not sorry, and I'm not fucking going back in any closets. I'm not going back, and I'm also not just going to sit around and watch them beat up on my fellow human beings while I wait for them to come and get me.